Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Carter James Ranch. Monday, February 13th, 2023. Unbelievable weather today, 60 degrees. So out, got the cattle in the furthest pasture on the other side of the pond here. Trying to eat on whatever green we've got. We do have some green grass in here, but rolled out a couple bales of hay. I'm trying to keep them in this pasture for a couple days. Got a day of rain coming tomorrow, and then Wednesday's supposed to be a little rainy. Thursday we're getting a decent cold front coming through. High will be 30 degrees, low about 15 at night. But trying to take advantage of the sunshine. That's what I've been doing right now, cutting out honey locust shoots. Let's see if I can get up close enough. Yeah, they got some sharp deals, cutting them out, and then we put a little Tordon on the stump so they don't come back. So it's just amazing. You walk through here and you can get a little overwhelmed, but you just got to start. You know, here's some other ones I need to come and cut out. Here's one I need to pick up. Actually, you can see I already Tordon that one. Get these out of the pasture so the cattle don't step on them, or I don't step on them. Once they get bigger, they can actually have big enough thorns that can pop a tire if you got the side-by-side or an ATV. So constant battle, and especially at this property, they've been overgrown. So I got to pick these ones up here. I've already downed these. So here they are. Here's some other shoots that have come back. They were probably cut when this pasture was bush hogged, but if you don't put a little chemical on the stumps, they're coming back. So out here, just got to start and move through the pasture, and then we'll eventually get a hold on them. So the other thing that has come up right over here, looks like we got 634 and her bull calf. Got a little medical issue with her. Not sure if she's developed some foot rot or if she stepped on a thorn. She's gimping pretty bad on her back right foot. She's got a little bit of swelling in it. So because we're so far away from the pen and the chute, which is way up there by the barn, you know, we'd have to move her all the way around over to the dam and then up the hill. She started limping. Let's see, it's Monday today. Saw her on Saturday. Saw her in the morning. She looked like she was limping. Came back just a little bit. Came back later in the day. Watch this. She's gonna step. Yeah, she's pretty ginger on it. She's real ginger on it. I feel badly for her. You know, came back on Saturday in the afternoon, and she was walking just fine. And then yesterday, I noticed she kept holding it up. So she definitely got some swelling in it. So we've got, she's older. She's 9 years old. And so I'm just trying to make sure she's getting plenty to eat. We're going to be treating her with some antibiotics a little later today. I'm going to have a friend of mine come over. He's got a dart gun that we can see on the front side of her foot right there. Baby, you don't got to walk. You don't got to walk. Yeah, she's real sore. So we need to get that treated ASAP. Try to get her on the road to recovery. So she was laying down this morning when I saw her, when I drove by, and then I came back and she was still laying down. I was like, oh man, I don't know if she's gonna be able to get up, but she's able to get up. She is able to get around. I did bring a trough of water down into the pasture. Then we have a trough of water up there along the fence line. But she's out here eating hay and she's acting fine, except I know she's in some pain. So we're gonna try to do what we can. The other thing I wanted to preview, I've actually contracted with a gentleman to come this week, and he's going to start clearing some of the trees, bigger trees, over behind the dam. I've mentioned before we have probably 5 to 8 acres back there, depending on how much gets cleared of land. There's some pretty big trees where I can take all the trees out. I'm going to just take out all the small shoots. Last winter, my brother and I started clearing along the pond, and over in that corner we kind of stopped where you can see where it's a little thicker over there. But he's going to be here. He's supposed to be there this afternoon. He's a couple hours late. He had some stuff going on, so hopefully he'll get here soon and can get going today. But we're going to start working on clearing some of that land. So I'll do some daily updates on that, see how that goes. Hoping he can get here and get after it. I've been slowly kind of cutting down trees and cutting them up for firewood, and I've just kind of realized that that's going to take forever to do. So just need to get the right equipment so we can do things a little quicker. But overall, the herd today is doing pretty well. We've had some strange weather. Today's 60. It'll get down to about 30 at night. We're a lot warmer than we normally are this time of year. But the cattle all are doing well, with the exception of 634. So her little calf right there, little bull calf, was one that we had banded 2 weeks ago. So, but should also be getting our steers back from the processor. They've been hanging. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 Mondays ago we took them in, and so they hang for 2 weeks so they can dry age. So we'll be getting those back this week. So hopefully do a video on that this weekend. But I'm going to do daily updates on the clearing project just to see how it goes and what it's starting to look like. But looking forward to clearing some of that land so we can get some more sunlight and start growing some grass. Here's our little heifer crew. They're doing really well. Real happy with how they're growing and filling out. Oh, you know, while I was over here, I wanted to include some footage here. So as I've gotten into cattle here, I'm amazed at the genetics of these animals, what makes a good animal. So here's number 60. He's a bull that we just had banded, so he'll be a steer here shortly. I don't know if this does him justice, but he's pretty young. Not young, he's small. He was born last, I'd have to look it up, but he was born last summer sometime. I think between him and 634, the other bull calf that we had banded, they were born at the latest. They were born in July, in the beginning of July, and they might have been born in May. And all I want to do is point out, if you've watched the channel for a while, I've got some shorts and I've got some videos of Comanche, our registered bull. Comanche was born just a couple months before these guys, and Comanche is just a specimen compared to these animals. I mean, they are quite small. Now they may grow. They're 2 months, younger than Comanche is, but Comanche, when you walk up to Comanche, so this steer right here on the right, Comanche is probably, he's not that big. He's probably 75% of the size of that animal. And that steer right there is a year and a half old. So Comanche's just he just looks like a bull. So anyhow, just amazing to me how different animals, their genetics, some make bulls and some don't. So one thing I've observed when I'm looking on these Facebook pages, I see some people advertising bulls, and I've heard a number of people say this, that there's a lot of bulls who should become steers because they just don't have they're not great animals as far as genetically. So, but he'll be a steer, and he'll make some meat either for us or for someone else. So he's a cute little animal though. But yeah, priority number one today is going to be to get Mama here taking care of that back right leg. She doesn't even like, I think she's got some swelling in it. She doesn't even like having it on the ground at all. But she's still eating and drinking, so we'll get her some antibiotics later today. So I'll be watching for some updates this week on the clearing of the land. Hopefully get some more grass growing so we can stock some more animals to the ranch. So thanks a lot for watching. God bless. Hope you guys have a great week.